Oh, damn! I was about ready to like to trigger. See, what was the other thing? I always hate it on the YouTube videos. So just go with like the, it's okay, is it okay Google? And it's just beep bing, like, and the videos themselves say that, like that you're watching on YouTube, and it triggers my phone.
Yeah, I've had that happen before.
Yeah.
Because my phone is like plugged into the charger just on the desk next to me right now.
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
Are you like me as well? You like almost never take your phone off the charger unless you're away
It's
from the
always
computer?
on it. Just because I live in Florida, so you never know when a hurricane's gonna hit and knock your power out, or a strong wind.
Ben, it's been a while since I've lived in Florida, but there's a pretty good wind-up to those hurricanes.
Yeah, I know. It was actually a lot worse when I lived in New York and, lived in a really old house with really old
You can't
power
be
lines.
like, you can't be, the hurricane doesn't sneak up on you.
Irma just came out of nowhere.
I don't know. Ben's perception can be pretty low sometimes.
I don't roll good stats, Bob. I don't know what you want from me.
I managed to successfully get a fucking war justification with 0 infamy. That never happens.
Well, you're the proof that it does happen.
Well, yeah, it rarely happens, but yeah, I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah!
Yeah, what are we shouting
Oh,
about?
Chamber of Commerce protests. I just I lowered my tariffs and everyone's like, fuck you!
It's because you're being flooded by cheap foreign goods.
It's a disaster.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I mean, I'm taxing the lower class 100%, and everyone's meeting their life needs, and some are even meeting their everyday needs.
Is Hitler
What's going
alive?
on?
No.
Hitler alive in 1850?
Hitler was born, I think, in like
Hitler Senior's probably alive at this point.
Hitler Senior.
I bet that guy does not like going by that name.
Well, he's dead, so.
Yeah, I know.
Actually,
Is
there
the
are.
Hitler bloodline still living?
Yeah, yep. One of his cousin had two kids. Nephew. Yeah, his nephew had 2 kids, and they both have said. I think that I don't know if it's like an urban legend or not, but like the legend, the thing is that they've signed a pact to not have kids, so they end the bloodline.
I know that Goering's children have sterilized themselves as well. I'm pretty sure it's Goering's.
Because to cheer, you don't go cheer times 25 colonists when you cheer. You just use the thing at the bottom of the chat.
Twitch gives you a step-by-step on how to cheer, like in the interface. How do you? I don't.
That was
understand.
that was syntactically wrong twice. Because it's just cheer 25. That's it.
Yeah, it's just
No
25.
exclamation point, no X.
Yeah, there was no extra things.
The winery's being built.
Incident. Let's have a look at this.
I need more workers for the booze factories.
Can I sorry guys, can I just very quickly pause this? I need to read this. This is pretty important. It's a big event to do.
I object.
War between the Kingdom of Spain and Morocco. Does that have something to do with that?
I'm already
There you go,
in
colonist.
that war.
Thank
That's
you.
the problem. So I'm like going to have to pick between get fucked in the ass or get fucked really badly in the ass whilst I'm already at war.
In the ass or the face? Where would you like it, sir?
Pretty
my.
much. Kind of confusing here. It's like, oh, I'm already at war. Why am I getting like CBs and being forced to choose to go into war immediately? So I'm gonna get all these negative effects immediately.
Well, it's just those damn Spaniards, bloodthirsty.
Yeah, well, there we go. I got a CB despite already being at war, and I took a prestige hit because of reasons.
Prestige? What's that?
Because
I mean, it's amazing. They've got like a super amazing general, but they have no army as well. Hello, corny joke. Welcome to the going pretty well Spain actually.
See, there's got to be a way to see. Haha! I'm currently 5.5% of the world's production of booze.
where are you seeing that at? Oh, probably your trade.
I went
Trade
to
screen.
production, clicked on the item, and then it tells you percentage of world production on the contextual menu that pops up.
I actually wonder how much sulfur I produce. That's my biggest export.
Your biggest expert is brimstone.
Well, yes, Huscastle. We will be friends. You're only on my sphere, you know. Actually, what does my sphere look like right now? Looks like
Glad I
this.
don't have to subsidize one of my factories. Let's see, what are my demands? I'm producing iron and steel. The profitability, market spending, estimating each day. So I'm just like, I have to import most of my iron. All right, RGO map mode. That's, or infrastructure works too, I think.
I produce 131 sulfur a day.
Hey, yeah. Figured out how to make more fruit in Switzerland.
Rebel scum.
Do you have more liberals popping up, Bob?
Damn liberals are wanting more votes and shit.
Okay, so...
Is it on way to Universal? Because you just say, well, have more money, get more votes. It's that simple, really.
What am I on? Let's see here. I am on way to Universal.
Oh, yeah, then just say...
I think that's what I'm on, too.
We want more votes, sir.
Oh yeah,
how
shit.
much money
Like,
do you have?
almost a third of the population wants to change the Universal right now.
I imagine they do.
And 16.8% of the upper house says, fine, we'll do it.
Go communist and seize the means of production. I don't know how to
Fine.
do that.
Well, you can encourage. Well, I mean, we can't do it right now. I mean, there's only, I think,
exist.
reactionary liberals, reactionary, conservative. I think the only thing that exists.
You can. There is a way around that. You can encourage liberal thought, and when communism starts, a percentage of your liberal population will go communist automatically.
Okay, so liberals
Just like if you
equal communists.
Just like when fascism starts, nationalists or reactionaries will split off into fascists when that starts. So it's kind of like, it subdivides the broad policies when they come about.
Welcome to Roach's Guide on how to coup countries.
I think I'm the one that's played the most of this game, so
Yeah.
I'm passing on my tribal knowledge.
Basic industry, armaments, consumer goods, build railroads.
If I don't pass it on, it'll just fade away.
He'll be lost to the sands of time.
Yay! I've got more.
I know how to tax the poor
area.
better. Huzzah!
Hooray!
But taxes are actually pretty low.
Are they meeting their life needs, Ben? Because that means they've got money to spare.
37% of my poor people are meeting their everyday needs right now.
Yes, Bardic Nerd. Knowing how to coup countries is very useful.
But the middle class could use a tax break.
I have the middle class and the upper class completely reduced on taxes as far as they'll go. The lower classes are max taxed and they're all still meeting their life needs.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on here?
There's too much money around.
Can I make it 200% tax? Is that a thing?
I don't know. In EU4, I once made Sergei pay more than 100%.
You just have the leader of your
tariffs.
nation go out into the middle of the capital city square. Just goes, well, listen, we have too much money. We're going to need to have a portion of the population sign away their souls so we can make up the deficit.
I'll allow it.
Uh-oh, militarism rising. Why is it rising? Oh, it's the fucking Temperance League.
Maybe it's the
City is
fact that you're
growing
taxing
larger.
your population so much.
I'm not! Just the lower classes, that's all. And they're all
yeah.
getting
They're
their
not
life
people.
needs.
You're right,
Everybody
they're not
except
people.
those 4 guys.
But they're not people. My country still recognizes like,
Poor people are not people? Is that what I just heard?
I'm not sure it's wise to have you and like the 5 other people who are the rich people in the country just start doing that.
Hey, I
Well,
figured out how to make more liquor.
whoa, hold on. It's 5 of me. It's me and 37 others now.
Oh my!
Whole 37
Am I
capitalists.
planning any more Supreme Ruler? I am planning more Supreme Ruler. I've just been really strapped for time.
Arma takes up it's a big time sink.
It is a big time sink, actually.
Jesus, man, I'm just making. What do I do about all this money?
It's even worse when you're trying to make the maps from scratch.
How hard is the train editor to use anyway?
The terrain editor is not hard to use, but the process to get the terrain like correctly built requires like minimum is like 6 different programs, One of them which you can get a 3 months free trial for, but is paid. You have to actually purchase for $35. I'm on like 3 months free trial for it right now. And
Get out of Netherlands, Belgium.
you have to have some knowledge of C++, some knowledge of image editing software, so GIMP or Photoshop. Once you get to like the technical stuff like aside and figure out how to appropriately like build the file structures so that everything's getting the information from the right processes. It's mostly the biggest part of the time sink is like the art aspect of it is making sure the textures are in right and the roads are laid down correctly, because vehicles follow roads, which means roads have different sections of code attached to them and stuff like that. So like I spent about a day learning how to do the mechanics of it, and then now I'm just trying to like kind of get better at making the maps look realistic and stuff like that. Right out of the right out of the gate, scale is difficult when there's nothing to compare anything to. It's like, oh, this little plane here looks like it'll be big enough for a small town. Oh, it's the size of Manhattan. My bad. What's nice about the terrain editor is that you have access to all of the normal ARMA assets, and you can import the mod assets into it too, and you have more access to the items than you do in the Eden editor, so you can scale them up and down, so you can make buildings bigger and smaller and things like that, and rotate them so they fit onto the terrain differently. You have a lot more control of the minutia. Let's see. Culture. I don't know if I'm ready to have culture.
Well, I know I would ask that because we're putting together a more common mod list for things is what we're going to be doing. Mm-hmm. Which I'm just waiting for the other officers to be like, let's add this, let's take this away, or whatever it might be. So once that's rolled out, we'll be a good thing. Because if you want to like import assets from like a mod list or something like that, I would just ask that it be from like that mod list so that I don't have to do any extra fucking around with other mods. Because everyone knows I love doing that.
Yeah, updating that server is a really smooth and efficient process.
Yeah.
Tropical wood production in Switzerland increases.
I
thought you should know.
But
Nice.
How? Do you have like a super secret site in the Alps where you
high
like
high in the Alps, guarded by crack gerbiljägers? Oh man.
See here, this army needs. What do you need? Oh, first you need a combined.
Do I need more clerks?
Three.
Like,
I need
clerks is the right amount of clerks.
All the clerks. Country full of clerks.
It gives you a it gives you like a breakdown. It's for clerks you need it's 4% is optimal.
Okay, so let's go to Middle Land. Clerks. Workforce. Ooh, factory cost down. Clerks. Oh, not even close. 1.8%.
Well, you can get a quick reference right underneath your technology bar. That's like slowly filling up with what technology you're getting. That little magnifying glass. If you have your mouse over it, that gives you a breakdown of your intellectuals and your clerks.
Okay. Clerks 1.37 total percent of the population. 4% is optimal. Okay, I'll keep doodling that then.
Yeah.
Population is growing large. I'm doing my best to attract immigrants into Switzerland. Yes, come work in the booze factories in the.
That's where all the Prussians are going.
They're coming here to work in the tropical
Actually,
wood
there is an immigration map mode, isn't there?
I believe so.
Migrations map mode. Oh, Prussia's red.
Well, the thing is I'm not sure if it's been changed. But
yeah, immigrations.
It's weighted towards the New World. So essentially, almost every old world nation loses.
Oh, there it is.
Apparently, Prussians are moving to Saxony. I'm not sure why. It's Saxony first, and then the United States. Oh, Prussians are moving to Mexico too. Interesting. Where are the Austrians fleeing to?
I'm getting
wow.
Immigrants.
The Austrians are fleeing to the United States. Look at them go.
I'm getting Austrians coming into Switzerland here.
Austria's gonna very quickly fall off if it keeps depleting.
I think Austria's gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, like they've only got 47 brigades. They had a war for Hungary because that rebelled.
Can I go to war if I'm neutral?
Apparently, everybody's pretty good with the Netherlands. Nobody's really moving away.
I have to. I think there's a decision I have to take. Let's see: freedom of religion, Smithianism.
Netherlands is actually number 8 on the Great Power list right now.
Yeah,
I noticed.
Spain seems to be doing all right, apart from just a few places where people like just internally moving. But other than that, everyone just seems to be mostly sticking around. Like a whole 3 migrants going to Mexico. Ooh.
So if I can get enough prestige, I can abandon my own neutrality. Anything happened in the last 15 minutes? A bunch of Prussians left Prussia.
No, Spain started eating Morocco.
Not in as great a numbers as Austrians are fleeing Austria, though.
Well, they just had their war. They just had their Hungarian Revolution, so there's probably a lot of Hungarian Austrians that are leaving.
Yeah.
See, have a modifier central banking. Have a higher industrial score than 70. Have invented modern central banking. I gotta figure out how to bank.
How to bonk.
Well, time to outlaw slavery.
If I can get more money, I can build a tunnel.
If I get more money, I can make even more money. Yay! I've discovered chemotherapy. All right, everybody, shoot this up. It'll fix you good.
Oh my!
It's poison, but
It's delightful.
Everyone, get ready for your mercury and laudanum. NASA, welcome to the sphere.
Tax the Austrians. Well, I mean, they're immigrants, so they should be paying their fair share. How am I supposed to have prestige? Political neutrality gives me -1.5. So I'm gonna have to, like, get it through a doodle. Through, like, an event or something. Or just become very cultural. Gotta figure out how this banking thing works.
Born with a heart full of pluralism.
you also can get some natural prestige gain through your culture research.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm doing realism right now. Let's see.
Making too much money. Keep dropping taxes.
Everybody's too rich for their own good in this place.
It's making 600.
Is Neuchâtel Swiss or a separate state? It is a separate state that is I think it's a vassal or puppet of mine. Satellite of Switzerland. Satellite of me. That Prussia has a core on.
It's there. It does a thing.
Yay! First colony turned into a state.
Alright, I've officially ended all tariffs.
Yeah, I actually did that too.
Cannon? Do I need more cannon in this army? Yes.
I think we could all use a little more canon in our lives. Canon movie classics. Wow, I make a lot of money from booze.
Dude, but you set out to plan your economy around it, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I did.
It's your only major industry.
It is my only major industry, and I'm almost done with a winery, too. Do I have another vassal to the right? I don't know who that is. Who are you?
the Austria is to your right.
That's Liechtenstein. AKA a cancerous polyp upon Switzerland's butt.
Oh, that tiny little thing, yes.
Yeah, on the other side.
In the
I like
Austrian
to think that
sphere.
my face is at Geneva and my butt is rubbing up against Austria.
It's a good place for it.
That's how I look at my country. Mooning Austria. Still haven't figured out how to build railroads anywhere other than, like, one spot. 2 spots?
Get better railroads.
I like the cut of Switzerland's jib, in that they
Are we
are...
allowed to be friends now?
I
Nope.
don't know.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope,
That's
we're still
right.
not allowed to be friends.
Okay, well, you can just be in my sphere still. I'll just keep buying your Swiss tropical wood, I guess. I gotta look
I
at the
think you may be
RGO
getting
map mode.
swindled by the Swiss.
Where
Why
is
I
the
never?
RGO map mode? RGO, here we go. You got fruit, you got some grain, you got coal, you got beef, more beef, you got a little bit of wood. I don't see any tropical wood in your country, Ben. I don't believe you.
Where's the beef? It's in Switzerland.
That reminds me of I don't know why that reminds me of that there's like a picture that popped up at some point. It was saying what was it, Buffalo Wild Wings or some like restaurant was bought out by Arby's for like $2 billion or something like that. And then the caption was just like, how the fuck did Arby's get $2 billion?
I don't think I've ever eaten in an Arby's before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one of those
to.
Restaurant chains you were just like, who eats there? It's like Long John Silver's, Arby's, and
never eaten at Long John Silver's. I don't know if I've ever seen a I've heard that it exists. But
how does this work? Yeah, how does it exist?
I don't think I've ever actually seen one.
But we know it exists, though, right? It's like one of those
hourly
things.
Who's playing who? Benjamin Mandic is playing as Switzerland. Commissar Roach is playing as the Netherlands. Bundeswehr Bob is playing as Prussia. And Utari is playing as Spain.
Okay, the liberals have lost some in my country, but the anarcho-liberals then gained some in my country.
Super.
So it's just liberals, except that they campaign for no government. Just
all they did was
we're going to win the election and then abolish all elections.
Oh man!
I don't make the rules.
I'm good with that. Let's vote for that. It's like,
Yes.
I don't get anarchism. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Hang on, I gotta go to my anarchy meeting.
Well, that's a joke, but there are anarchy groups, and I don't understand what that means. It seems entirely contradictory. Like, yeah, I'm a part of an organized group that supports and advocates for anarchism. What?
Would you actually for not having an organization at a higher level?
It's like they're speaking Mandarin to me, and I don't know what they mean that you're saying.
Oh god, my militancy's going back up again. God damn it.
Well, don't do that.
It's the Jacobins and the Cristianos.
A winery's been built, and it's already profitable.
Sorry, nobody's gonna get that reference. Nobody's gonna get that. That doesn't stretch even for me. For anyone who doesn't know, the Cristiano brothers are are Christian filmmakers that make subpar films, and I enjoy watching bad films. So
subpar Roach. Oh, come on.
Oh yes, let's discuss Neil Breen on that subject.
Oh my God!
Have you watched it, Bob? By the way,
no,
Faithful
I haven't
Findings...
found a copy of it.
Okay, Faithful Findings is on Amazon Prime. That's one of his films.
Okay, I guess I gotta sign back up for Amazon Prime.
I would say Amazon Prime's worth having. Out of all the subscription services, I like Amazon Prime the most because you get more benefits than just watch this video. That's me.
I'm so good at making booze. Nobody works at this factory and it's profitable somehow.
Von Moltke's reforms. Why, yes.
All of the Moltkes.
Until 1867. Well, I mean that would be if I wanna fight somebody though.
I'm just building up my economy, engaging in world political discussions, and accruing money so I can learn how to blow up a mountain and build a railroad.
Yeah, right. The Swiss Prime Minister's a dude with a suitcase talking about tropical wood.
My subsidizing
go from door to door.
Yes, I am. Factories. So it's turning a profit because I'm giving it money.
Very profitable quarter.
I don't know why they built it here. There's not enough people in this state to occupy the current factories. I should probably stop subsidizing that. That one too. Guys, you guys can move out to other places and everybody move to Middleland and work in the. Oh yeah, it's closed now. Oh, that person lost his shirt. Like so. Oh wait, whoa.
So whoa.
Whoa, no, like a new project popped up for a fraction of a second, and I had enough time to click on projects to see what it was, and it was expand the liquor distillery. But it got funded by the capitalists like that. Which is fine by me. 3 bankrupt factories, and we're expanding the liquor factory. Well, it's really turning a profit these days.
It's a bubble. It's gonna burst.
I don't know. Everybody needs booze.
Or is it too big to fail? Is your liquor industry your banking or our banking industry? Like, is it?
No, I think my banking industry will probably end up being the banking industry.
Switzerland has the Fort Knox of wine.
We keep all the finest wine here. Well, I mean, we don't really, because the wine factory closed like a day after it opened.
It's too elegant for our taste. We need just hard liquor.
Silk production. The Swiss silk production just went up. Well, I do have mountain cattle here.
Mountain cattle.
Also known as goats. Oh, that's Liechtenstein.
A railroad for every bad woman and child.
I need more coal. So I can have a focus on coal on like yeah, if I click here. But I don't want to do that.
Hey, Prussia, you want to kick France because they just lost their alliance with Britain?
No, that wouldn't be that one. Build railroads.
Have you remilitarized yet?
I don't know. Their military power is a bit greater than mine. What's Spain's stake in it?
Well, they're helping you.
To help me. What? I don't have a justification.
A weak France
on
is
them.
good for me.
I believe
France
you,
is
but
good for the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I could justify a war goal on them.
I just had like I just had an uprising and immediately immediately killed it.
I guess I could. I could justify taking a state for them.
It was
I
a
guess.
force of Jacobean rebels. Yep, killed it.
They're dead. It doesn't matter.
Oh, there's the uprising. Kind of tipped your hat there, buddy. You had a couple of brigades just rise up well ahead of the rest of them.
Combat medicine? I'm Switzerland. A telegram has arrived. I get prestige. But I don't think I'm going to keep it for that long, because my political neutrality means it goes down by negative 1.5 per month, I think it is. Where are we losing money?
Mobilize the reserves!
To kill rebels?
There's a lot of them.
What kind of rebels are they?
Jacobean.
Should close the cement factory.
It's this time of the world where the Jacobean rebels were they're fucking everywhere.
Well, if I close the cement factory, that would mean those 10,000 men would go work in the other factory. I like that. Because this thing isn't profitable because I don't produce enough coal. That's true. Yeah, Epic Total War. See the various tech unlock event, look through them and try to find the better ones.
Well, I guess I can fabricate on France. We kick each other out of France, I guess. So let me get this. The Spanish just want to kill the French. Is that what they just want to charge across the Pictoparines and just like
as is
fuck them
tradition.
up? Is that a Spanish tradition?
Killing Frenchmen.
Ever since the Peninsula campaign, I'm assuming.
Oh, I mean that's not really tradition. It was just It was more of a one-time thing.
It only needs to happen once for it to become a tradition. It's just
I don't think that's how traditions work. I think you have to repeat it for it to be a tradition. Hey, railroad's been built. Huzzah! Level 3.
But yeah, I can fire von Moltke's reforms, and we can kick the shit out of the French if you want to. Just Switzerland one in.
I don't think I can join in a war, Bob.
Well, not with that attitude.
Who are you fighting?
The French, apparently.
I'm gonna go with no.
Well, actually, let's go with this. Let's go with this. The Spanish approached the Prussians about like killing French, and the Russians were on board because why the fuck not? And then Russia's like, hey, Switzerland, do you want in on this? And the Swiss said no.